My entitled best friend keeps telling people she dated my fiancé first even though they were together for 5 seconds. So I uninvited her from my wedding because I couldn't take a joke. Izzy and I have been friends since we were born, since we were practically raised together. We were always attached at the hip, doing the same activities together and going to the same places. We were closer in college since we had more freedom to do whatever we wanted. We traveled a lot over breaks and stayed out late drinking. But after we graduated, we started drifting apart a little. Our bond was still strong though, up until recently. After college, Izzy went on a few dates with a guy who would later become my fiancé. She told him she wasn't interested in anything serious, which he did, so they immediately stopped talking and hanging out. Even though I was her best friend, I didn't really know him because she used to get asked out a lot, but only a few turned serious. This obviously was nothing serious, so she never really brought it up. A year later, I moved in with Izzy and so we got close again. Since she was right across the hall from me, we were able to hang out whenever we wanted with no obstacle, and we spent many nights just talking. It was after this that I met my fiancé at a random bar. He bumped into me and spilled my drink, so he bought me another one. Immediately, I thought he was cute and kind, and he reciprocated this because we got to talking right there. We were both with friends. Izzy had a family emergency and couldn't come, and our groups sort of combined that night. When the night was over, he asked for my number and said he had a really great time talking to me. I was really happy and was so excited to tell Izzy about him. I talked about him to Izzy a lot, but since his name was so generic, she didn't think it was the same person. It wasn't until I showed her his picture that she recognized him and told me about her dates with him. I instantly asked her if it was okay to date him because even though I liked him a lot, I didn't want to lose Izzy over a guy. She said she had no problem with it, and joked about it ever turning into a relationship, which didn't bother me a lot. My fiancé and I became serious really quickly though, and I could say with full confidence that he is my soulmate. By then though, Izzy and I lost touch a bit since I moved in with my fiancé, and work became more of a priority. Right until I got engaged, she used to still joke to both me and my fiancé that she didn't think we would be this into each other, and at that time I saw it as funny because Jake is the opposite of me. I thought it was cute either way because of the whole opposites attract thing. And then, she became very weird after I got engaged. She was very shocked, and would not believe it. She used to tell me I'm too young to be married and if I'm sure, but I saw this as just concern. She was pretty excited to be my maid of honor, which is why I didn't take her jokes to heart. But things got bad when I posted about our engagement on social media. People were reposting it and congratulating us, but Izzy commented, "You better mention me in your vows because he was into me first, haha." That was very odd to me because this was all in the past. She never even bothered to tell me she had gone out with him. Mind you, she rejected him, so she clearly didn't want anything serious with him. I don't know why she was taking this joke as far as she did because it wasn't even funny and it made both my fiancé and me very uncomfortable. I tried defending her, saying she just jokes around a lot, but even I knew that wasn't right. I validated his feelings and told him I'd speak to Izzy about making these jokes. I let her know that it was a bit uncomfortable and she said that she was just joking. I still asked her to stop and she told me to stop being sensitive. I didn't speak to her for a while because I didn't like how she was reacting to me, expressing concerns over this. But when my fiancé and I hosted a dinner party after Christmas, it didn't feel right to not invite her after all we've been through. I would regret this decision really quickly. Izzy kept telling all the friends and family gathered that my fiancé dated her first. She let me have him, and I never would have met him if it weren't for her, which wasn't even true. No one even knew those two were involved at all, and my fiancé tried to change the topic whenever it was brought up, which was a lot. She would tell that to anyone who would listen. Even after telling her it was not okay, she still joked around. Later, I told her that she was crossing my boundaries and that it was not okay, to which she said I was overreacting. I asked her why she was saying these things in the first place, but she never gave an answer, just told me to take a joke. In the end I told her to not attend my wedding at all, which she looked really hurt about. I feel like she brought this on herself though, but at the same time, I'm worried I'm ruining a lifelong friendship when I'm not even right. She's not even being supportive or positive about my wedding. She's not involved in the planning process at all and frankly, doesn't deserve to be my maid of honor. I think uninviting her was the right thing to do because she was making my fiancé uncomfortable as well and I really value his feelings above anyone else's.